What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you guys can tell, it's a different setup. By the way, if you guys are new, definitely consider subscribing. If you guys love sports, definitely consider subscribing. As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to bring you guys my predictions for the Mlb playoffs. Red Sox didn't make it. Disappointing season for them. But anyways, no matter what, the Red Sox don't make it or do make it, I still watch the playoffs. But anyways, there's a couple teams that made it that I'm really happy about. Just like the Mariners. These fans deserve it so much. I've been waiting 21 years for this, and the fact that they finally made it is awesome. So I'm happy for the Mariners and the Mariners fans. No Padres fans. On Padres, 2 years ago they made the playoffs during that shortened COVID season. I'm not really going to count that. They officially made the playoff. I saw it the other day. A full season, they finally made the playoffs, 162 games instead of that shortened season. Especially Phillies. Phillies fans deserve it. It's been 11 years for them. But anyways, first game of the series I'm going to talk about is the Cleveland Guardians versus the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays have hit a skid towards the end of the season. They've gone 8-18, only scoring 3.3 runs per game in their last 26 games. The Guardians lived a good life from September 5th onward, winning 24-30, outscoring opponents by 46 runs. Cleveland's coming to this. The Rays are not. The Rays just got swept by the Red Sox for the last 3 games of the season. The Rays won't have Brandon Lowe, Kevin Kiermaier, and quite a few others. So this is a tough one, I'm probably going to go with Cleveland due to the fact that the Rays have been so skittish. They got a bunch of injuries. But you can't count out the Rays. But I think Cleveland, with being healthy, is a better team going into this one. Next one we talk about is the Blue Jays and Mariners. I think this is going to be a really good series. It's going to come down to the wire. I really would like to see Mariners win this one, but I just think Toronto slightly is a little bit better. They have a little bit better pitching. They got the better bats. I don't know how Seattle's going to be able to do in this environment when they play in Toronto. These Toronto fans are going to be absolutely crazy. This is the first, I think, playoff series in Toronto since 2016. I know there was Toronto was another team that made the playoffs in 2020, but there was no fans at that time, and they weren't playing in Toronto at the time. But I don't know. It's just going to be so tough. Seattle's pitching so good. Castillo, Gilbert, Ray. They're one of the best trios in baseball. They got a really good bullpen. But Toronto, they really have a higher powered offense. So I'm going to go with Toronto in this one, but I would really love to see Seattle pull it off. Now we're going to jump to the National League. We got the Phillies versus the Cardinals. Like I said, Phillies have been back in the playoffs for the first time since 2011. I don't know. I would really love to go see St. Louis and see Albert Pujols retire on a high note, winning one more World Series, especially hitting 703 or 704 home runs this year, whatever it was. And I saw it on a report today that he almost retired in June, which I'm happy he didn't. He got joined the 700 home run club. But when it comes down to this, I just think that the Phillies have the better pitching. They got Zach Wheeler, Aaron Nola, Ranger, Suarez. They got the better pitching, and Seattle's offense only really features Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado. This is a really tough one. Zach Wheeler, Nola, and Sanchez pitched a 2.95 ERA. I'm probably going with the Phillies in this one, due to the fact that they got the better pitching. Next series is the Mets and Padres. Mets won 101 games this year. Like I said, Padres are back in the playoffs for the first time since 2020. I think it's going to be a really good series. I see it going to 3 games. I see it going down to the wire. I'm probably going to go with the Mets, to be honest. I'm probably going to go with the Mets, and the Mets are just the better team. But then you can't count out that San Diego team. Now we got the the division series, we got the Astros versus the Blue Jays. I mean, Astros 106-56. This team has just been one of the best teams since 2017, and I think they're going to continue to be the best team and continue to show why they're the best team when they play the Blue Jays. So I'm going to have Astros win that one. I think when it comes to that series, the Astros are going to have the better pitching. They got the better bats. They're just all around the better team. And they're obviously not missing Carlos Correa at all. So I'm going to go with the Astros in this one. Moving on to the ALCS. And then we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the New York Yankees. No brainer. I got to go with the Yankees in this one. No, Aaron Judge this season, he had 63 home runs. This Yankees team is up and down. So much better than Guardians if it were to come down to this. So I'm going to have the Yankees winning this one and moving on to the ALCS. Then we're going to have the Dodgers versus the Mets. Dodgers 111-51. I mean, this team is stacked. This team is like the Monstars from Space Jam. They have stars up and down the roster. Oh, man. I don't know if it comes down to this one. I'm probably going to go with the Dodgers due to the fact that Dodgers, if it were to come down to the series, I mean, both teams match up equally well, but you just got to go with the Dodgers. I think Dodgers come to this series have more star power, and they were just obviously be the better team. Then we got the Phillies versus the Yankees. Phillies versus the Braves. Braves looking to defend the World Series championship from last year. I think if it were to come down to this, I'm going to go with the Braves due to the fact that the Braves have been one of the obviously better teams all season, won 101 games. I just don't see the Phillies really match up well against them. I'm going to have the Braves moving on to the NLCS, rematch from last year's NLCS, Astros and Yankees. As much, I mean, I would not want to see both these teams in the ALCS due to the fact that I'm a Red Sox fan. Obviously, the Yankees and the Astros beating the Red Sox last year. Sorry, guys, I'm just looking at a couple notes I wrote down. As much as I don't want to do it, I'm probably going to go with the Astros. And we got the Dodgers and Braves. Now, it seemed like the way I'm leaning, a lot of people are leaning the way towards I am, and I'm going to be unoriginal. I'm probably going to go with the Dodgers. Rematch from 2017 World Series. I'm going to have the Dodgers winning this one. I have the Dodgers as my World Series champions. Unoriginal. I know everyone's probably picking the Dodgers. It's probably not going to happen. I have a podcast if you guys want to check it out. It's called Take the Lead. Be down in the description below. I do it with my brother. About a month ago, too, I took the Phillies over the Mariners at the time. I probably should have stuck with it, but this way I just lean towards something different. I'm going with the Dodgers over the Astros in 7 games. But anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I want to bring more videos for you guys. If your team's made the playoffs, congratulations. Root on for your team to get to the World Series. And if they didn't, just like the Red Sox, we're going to have to wait until spring training, wait until opening day for our teams to play baseball again. But anyways, guys, I really appreciate the love and support you guys show this channel. And yeah, enjoy the baseball games.